I am here to chew bubble gum and unbox this action figure, and I'm all out of bubble gum. So here we go. This is the last of the three that I picked up at the store this morning of Masters of the WWE Universe, and this is Roddy Piper, Evil Hot Rod. And even though it says evil, I kind of don't think it necessarily is evil. I think this is a little more ambiguous because of reasons that I'll get into as we open this. But let's look over the package first. It's got a really nice picture of Hot Rod charging towards the camera, axe in hand. Very cool looking. Apparently being backed up by Macho Man and Jake the Snake Roberts. And it says, just when they think they have all the answers, Hot Rod changes the questions. Real superstars don't just wear kilts, they also wear battle armor. And then it says you can switch the battle armor emblems to reveal battle damage, and twist and turn into powerful positions, and then cross-sell artwork of the other characters. And let's have a look. You know what? I just realized something. When I did the Macho Man, I forgot to go look at the comic book. I thought that video ran kind of short. So we'll look at the comic book for Macho Man after we look at Hot Rod's comic book. And that way we will have looked at both of the comic books. And there's a nice picture of Hot Rod fighting Mr. T. I guess as in their WrestleMania appearance, where it was the tag team of Mr. T and Hulk Hogan against Roddy Piper, and I'm trying to blank on who the second one was. Somebody will tell me in the comments, I'm sure. Everybody wants to be really smart in the comics, and immediately his head comes off when I go to pull him out of the package. I mean, the head's supposed to come off. It's supposed to be removable, but it coming off that easily does not engender me with a lot of confidence that it's going to stay on that well. So let's see if we can pop it back on. Hopefully it just... Yeah, this is what I was worried about, is apparently Hot Rod's mullet is so thick, it doesn't quite want to stay on there with the battle armor. So it's not quite wanting to pop into place like it should. If you're just going to have it stand on your shelf, that's one thing, but if kids are going to be playing with it and knocking them around, his head's going to come off really easily. So what I would recommend, and what I'm going to try, and we'll see how well this works, is boil some water, get a slotted spoon, put the head in the slotted spoon, hold it in the water for maybe like 30 seconds, and then try your best to pop it on, hold it onto his head, and run it under some cold water. And hopefully that'll flare. What you want to do is try to flare this mullet out enough that it'll fit comfortably onto the breastplate. So let's go ahead and open up his accessories, which should be at least 3 accessories, since we know we have those plates and we know we have an axe. So cut through the tape. And so this is a repop of He-Man's axe from Origins, but in like this kind of royal blue color. I don't know how well that's coming across on the camera. It almost looks on the camera to me kind of like the color that the actual He-Man axe comes in, that sort of bluish gray. But no, it is actually like a nice royal blue. Like if you made a Superman action figure, this is the shade of blue that I would want. And that is also the same shade of blue that is on his knee pads and his trunks. So, by the way, the loincloth here fits really low on the waist, as opposed to how it should fit because of the breastplate. And it does have like a paint application to make it look kind of like a tartan, but it's just Skeletor's loincloth. It's not a full kilt. I guess that was, if you're going to do that with existing Masters of the Universe parts and not wanting to sculpt a new kilt, like, or give them a fabric one, that's probably the best way to do it out of existing parts. So this is just kind of like the Hot Rod logo that he normally has on his t-shirt, but it's got like some scratches in it. It's not sculpted in, it's just kind of painted over it. It's not like with the Macho Man one where they kind of did this thing with the broken sunglasses, and I thought it was funny. That seems a little more realistic. So, I'm not going to bother with taking off all his armor and everything right now, but he's got plain blue trunks underneath this. Again, I think this is supposed to be like his WrestleMania figure. So that explains why he's supposed to be a heel, but he's also got He-Man armor and a He-Man battle axe. So he's even though he's got a Skeletor loincloth, he's still more of a mashup with He-Man than he is with Skeletor. So, like I said, he's been a heel and a babyface both throughout his wrestling career. So I guess you can use him however you want to use him, or just have him fight ghouls that disguise themselves as humans. He does not come with magic sunglasses, which is unfortunate, or a shotgun. But I could probably make a Nada using this head, like maybe make a He-Man style one. That might be kind of cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at these comics, since I didn't look at the Macho Man comic. That'll be a bonus for this episode. Height 6'2", weight 230 pounds. I noticed they didn't put the weight of Becky Lynch on there, because I guess you don't want to put a woman's weight even if she is the man. So, I don't know. Superstar powers: supersonic speech, chaos magic caster. Foreign objects: loudmouth battle axe. Alright, so the first panel shows Hot Rod sitting in a throne, which apparently the back of the throne is made to look somewhat like the Skeletor loincloth he's wearing. And it says, "Looky here, T, you come all the way around here with your mohawk, talking big and bad and real tough guy, don't you? Like a real tough guy, don't you? But let me tell you something. This is my pit. That means my rules." I really like this artwork. Mr. T looks like especially good. So, enough of the jibber jabber, Piper. I prefer the fool who don't throw rocks at a man with a battle axe. And then you see him smack Mr. T with the battle axe, and it looks like he gets knocked into a slime pit, like a legit slime pit. Like you can see the hand that's supposed to hold the figure in there. So I guess he's going to turn Mr. T evil with the slime. But yeah, the artwork's really nice on this one. I particularly like the artwork on this one. So, and let's move on to the Macho Man one. And this is another one where I didn't mention this with the Becky Lynch one, but a lot of these are homages to other mini comics. I think this was a Bruce Timm one that they used here. But kind of stuck together at the bottom a little bit. Height 6'2", weight 237 pounds. Superstar powers: overpowering intensity, cat-like reflexes, conjurer of macho madness. Foreign objects: macho mace and bandana helmet. And then the following announcement is paid for by the HWO. Oh yeah, many have tried to stop the Macho Man, but the madness still continues. And look at that, he's in the slime pit. He's in the slime pit. And it says, "I was snake bit, but thrown into the slime pit." Man, how does he do that? "And left to rot. Only they didn't know what they had unleashed. Now the Macho Man's back, and bigger and badder than ever, and ready to take on the world. Oh yeah!" I'm gonna stop talking in that voice now. The Horde World is taking over WWE Eternia, because when you're HWO for life. Oh yeah! So that's nice. I do wish there was a little more to these comics, because, like I said, it's only like a page, but they're fun and I like them for what they are. Maybe it's best that they only be a page, because then they don't overstay their welcome. So, but Rowdy Piper is a great figure. I think he'd be a really good figure for customs too. I like that the axe is blue, because it makes me think of the old weapons pack and how that came with a blue version of He-Man's axe. And that'll be a part that I think will hit a lot of people's nostalgia buttons. He's got boots that look exactly like the boots that Thunder Punch He-Man had. So if you want to make a custom Thunder Punch He-Man, or even just have those style of boots on your regular He-Man, there's a good way to get them. The head sculpt's great. I don't know how good of a likeness it is of Roddy Piper. But it certainly looks enough like him that I can recognize it as him, and the expression is fantastic. I like that really expressive face. He's one that I think would work really well with your Masters of the Universe figures. Like, even if you didn't, necessarily want to have wrestlers. Like, if you took this armor off of him and just had like the bare chest underneath, he could be like just some generic barbarian character in your He-Man backdrop or whatever. So anyway, definitely recommend all three of these figures. I think Hot Rod's probably my favorite of the three, but hopefully I can find Ricky Steamboat at some point, and then I'll have all four of those. But I wasn't even able to get all of the third wave. I was able to get Mr. T, which of course was the one I wanted the most, but I really wanted to get the Seth Rollins ones, couple of them, because I wanted to use the Zodak armor for a custom, but oh well, that's life. So anyway, that's it for these three. We will talk to you next.